Hello my friends and welcome back to Fallout 3. In yesterday's video we did spend the day in the Citadel talking to a bunch of Brotherhood folk here, and I imagine today may be more of the same, but let's get started and see how all this goes.
Vertibirds, they're able to transport personnel at a remarkable rate.
Hi.
I thought as much.
Need something, friend?
Maybe. I'm going to talk to Scribe Jameson first though.
Hail, outsider.
Hello.
I am Scribe Jameson. Word of your ordeal has spread. I am truly sorry for the loss of your father. But if I can help you in any way, please let me know.
That's right, my father did die. I feel like Mabel should have more of a reaction to this, but there's too many other things going on right now. Anyway, I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
One of my favorite subjects, of course. What would you like to know?
What does the Brotherhood believe?
We believe in technology, in the triumph of the creations of the ancients over the horrors and evils of the Wasteland. We believe in trust. Trust in technology. Trust in our fellow brothers. Trust in our elders. And we believe in victory. Our forces have dwindled, but still we fight on. Super Mutant, Enclave, it matters not. Surrender is not an option.
Okay. What are the members? Who are the members of the Brotherhood, rather?
Elder Lyons leads us. Star Paladin Cross is his seneschal. Sentinel Lyons, the Elder's daughter, commands the Lion's Pride, our elite combat squad. The Paladins lead the Knights. The Knights are the core of the Brotherhood. They scour the waste to eliminate evil and recover technology. Scribe Rothschild oversees the scribes in their duties to seek knowledge and restore the technology the Brotherhood has acquired.
I wish you would stop messing with your face, please. What about the Brotherhood's history in this area?
We first arrived in the capital Wasteland in 2255. In those first couple of years, we discovered the Citadel, Super Mutants, and Project Purity. The Purifier. What an undertaking. The work your father and his team did was amazing. The Brotherhood helped protect them, you know, at least for a little while. But we were stretched thin as it was, even back then. We had to pull our forces out. When we did, the place was overrun. I imagine that's when your father left. I'm sorry. I wish things had turned out differently.
So you're saying if you guys hadn't pulled out, then it might have kept going or something? It seems like might have been what happened. That's all I need to know?
Very well.
I found a Brotherhood Holotag. What should I do with it?
You have? Oh my. This brings to light a sad affair for the Brotherhood, but perhaps it is something that you can assist us with.
Okay.
If you have the time, I have an offer for you.
Sure, I've got all the time in the world. How about we skip the story and you just tell me what you want? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. No, first one.
Good. As I'm sure you've noticed, the Brotherhood operates all over the DC ruins.
Yeah.
Often detached from the main base here at the Citadel. We're short on communication equipment, so many of the groups in the field operate as independent cells, without standing orders. Sometimes, I'm afraid that their missions end in their deaths. As Keeper of the Scrolls, it's my charge to write of each fallen brother's deeds.
And without radio equipment, you can't keep track of them? You can't keep track of your own damn soldiers? Who runs this place? Yawn. First one, it seems? Why don't you guys have radio equipment? You would think that would be kind of important.
Exactly. A brother fallen in the field may have no one to carry word of his death back to me. In calmer times, we could send detachments and messengers to learn their fates, but with our manpower stretched thin, we have no such luxury. Which is why I must now ask you for your help. Each brother wears a holotag like the one you found. Should you find any of the fallen brethren in the field, I ask that you return their tags to me, so that I might record their deeds in the scrolls.
What are the scrolls that you mentioned?
Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls are a record of the Brotherhood itself. Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. Battles, what technology is recovered, when he was promoted, everything. The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, as the way a man dies is just as important as the manner in which he lives. And so, Each man who nobly serves the Brotherhood ascends into our history, to be remembered by those who come after him.
Where can I find holotags? On the dead bodies of Brotherhood of Steel, Mabel. Keep up.
They are on our fallen brothers throughout the DC ruins. However, I can't give you a full report on the locations of all of our operations. As I said, many of the units in the field operate independently, sometimes not reporting into the Citadel for weeks or months.
Why can't you send your own people to find the holotags?
As I told you, with the increase in super mutant activity and Elder Lyons' edicts regarding our goals, we are critically short on manpower. Any soldier that I would ask to do this task is one less soldier fighting in the field or defending the Citadel. As much as I hate to involve outsiders, it is necessary if I am to properly maintain the scrolls to honor the dead.
What's my reward if I bring you these holotags?
We have access to a great deal of technology, and because of that, there are a number of things that we can continue to produce. I will be able to offer you caps for the tags you bring me, but from time to time, I will be able to give you something a bit more interesting.
Oh, really? Like, what interesting things are those? Ask about holotags
Yes.
again? I had a few questions about...
It is my duty to provide knowledge that benefits the Brotherhood.
Okay, I asked all those already. So I found some.
Have you? It saddens me to hear of my fallen brethren, but their names and deeds shall be records. Tell me, how many have you found?
I have no idea. Take all the holotags I have.
Their names shall be written into the scrolls, to be remembered forever. As for you, here's your reward. Use it well and in good health.
Wow. Tell me a little about the scribes.
Well, there are a number of orders within the scribes, each dedicated to a specific area of research.
Okay. What are the orders?
The Order of the Sword is responsible for weapons research and development. Guns, ammunition, anything of an offensive nature. Defensive research is done by the Order of the Shield. Power armor, defensive structures, anything that is intended to protect us. The Order of the Quill preserves the written knowledge of the ancients, seeking out all manner of books and holotapes.
What order are you a part of?
Actually, I am Proctor of the Order of the Quill. I oversee the archives and library here in the Citadel. We are dedicated to preserving the history of the Brotherhood, as well as unearthing the secrets of the pre-war civilizations. We have a single field associate, Scribe Yearling. She operates out of the former Library of Congress to the northeast.
Oh yeah, I met her and I gave her some books.
Certainly.
So any thoughts on the Enclave?
Quite a few. But most are distinctly unladylike and unworthy of discussion. I will tell you that the Brotherhood has encountered the Enclave before, and their motives were just as sinister then as they are now.
Yeah, they're kind of, good to go bad guys. Care to share anything about the super mutants?
The Brotherhood has been battling super mutants for decades. First out west, then in Chicago, now here. But this group of super mutants is different somehow. Physically, yes, but mentally as well. If we knew where they came from, we'd know why.
All at Chicago. I'd be all for that. I used to live in Chicago and I would love that.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Need something, friend?
Probably not. I'm just gonna poke around here. Oh, there's another terminal. Pentagon terminal. Can you guys go away? I would really like to. I did quick save.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Okay. Turn around. Dang it. I want to look at the terminal. I wonder if I can do it and they won't get mad. They probably will get mad. Let's try it anyway. No one's screaming yet. Welcome to the Pentagon Library General. Report on UFO codenamed Paladin? Further investigations into the UFO codenamed Paladin have confirmed our suspicions. On the evening of May 3rd, 2062, an alien craft of unknown make and origin did indeed breach the airspace just north of Hagerstown, Maryland, and crashed into a heavily wooded, non-residential area. Unfortunately, attempts to retrieve the craft proved unsuccessful. It simply could not be located, either due to some kind of advanced invisibility shielding or because the occupants managed to make repairs and vacate the crash site before our arrival. Despite our failure of recovery, the significance of this event cannot be denied. We are not alone. Project Brainstorm report? Brainstorm Military/Cultural Center 2076 Progress Report. Our flagship project, the Induced Patriotism Initiative, has met with resounding success. Our agents have successfully included covert and overt messages of extreme patriotism and loyalty into popular media, ranging from the big screen to the Sunday funnies. Increased military enrollment amongst target demographics serves to underline this success. Agent Webb has been particularly effective at influencing the music industry, and he has interesting proposals for the fields of organized sports and even such notoriously difficult markets as comic books and toys. A success in these areas would ensure early education with our message and thus ensure a more dedicated and devoted nation for us all. So lots of propaganda, sounds like, in all facets of life. Mission Cloacina reports. Codename Cloacina Development Report. Development of the mutant undermining life form continues apace, and our chief bioengineers are certain that they will be able to perfect these living weapons in time for deployment into Red China. Once covertly released into an enemy's environment, their aggressive qualities, dangerous hunger, and pervasive breeding should severely undermine the infrastructure of the location in short order, softening the target for ground invasion. At this point, the genetic kill switch can be activated, allowing for easy reclamation, not including a significant one-time cleanup effort. Current MUL development primarily uses genetic stock of rodents, particularly the common sewer rat, and progress has been significant. FEV testing has been rejected, however, as the results are sterile. Okay.
Well, what's your tactical appraisal
You
of our
honor us with
situation?
your presence here.
Enclave strength is at 100%. They're getting reinforcements from somewhere, but we still haven't determined the location of their headquarters.
Very well, thank you for the update.
I feel like I'm gonna have to find their headquarters. That's gonna be a thing that's gonna have to happen. Okay. Another door into another storage area. And then this was to B ring. Okay. Before we go up or down, because there were stairs up, and there's also up to the courtyard, and then there's stairs down. I wanted to try
Hail.
talking to Gallows
Speak. Haven't we been through this already?
and see if I can get it past the speech check. I don't think so, but maybe I can. So come on, it will really throw those guys for a loop if you tell me.
Nice try. I said no.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you sure you won't tell me?
Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah. Never mind.
Apparently I'm not going to be able to pass the speech check. I could load and reload, but you know what? It's fine. Maybe I'll learn it elsewhere.
Enclave troops have fortified the Purifier complex. With those vertibirds, they're able to transport personnel at a
Yeah, so I need to go up, not
remarkable
down. I thought I had to find the scribe fellow. Oh, look, a teddy bear. It's so sad and lonely. I'm gonna take it. I lost karma. Door to the Citadel laboratory. I thought this is where the scribe was gonna be that I needed to go to, but... Oh, it is. Well, you know what, it's fine. Who are you? Who are you? Hang on. Star Paladin Cross.
Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lyons, I welcome you to the Citadel.
Thanks.
I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lyons. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now, what may I do to help you?
What's the arm? I want explanation on that, but it's not here. You knew my father?
I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton.
Oh.
He was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning.
He wouldn't have died if he'd opened the door. I'm just saying. I loved him so much. I'll never forget him. What does it matter how a man dies? Death is death. He died as he lived, a selfish asshole. If he just opened the door. Let's go with the first one.
And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story. And continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. But now I must ask you a difficult question, if I have your leave to do so.
Okay. I don't suppose I could stop you.
Rye, much like James was. I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore fresh water to the people. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work.
What about the Enclave?
As a Star Paladin, I answer only to Elder Lyons. He has given me leave to pursue the restoration of Project Purity, as I see fit. By aiding you in your travels, I shall fulfill that mission as best I am capable.
I perhaps later? New companion? Okay.
Certainly, I shall remain here. Should you change your mind, simply return to me. I shall come with you for the asking.
So I'm guessing from all my, not that I've had that many, but from my companion interactions, they don't seem to have a companion quest like I was kind of hoping they would, because I know that was the thing in Fallout 4. Not that I don't think I did all of them, but anyway, I'm kind of disappointed about that. But let's talk to Scribe Bodic.
Oh, yes, hello, I've heard about you. We don't get many strangers here in the Citadel, especially those who walk about unescorted.
Oh.
I am Scribe Bodic. If you require something, simply ask.
Oh, I've got lots of questions. What do the scribes do?
Why, a great many things. There are 3 orders within the scribes, you see, each dedicated to a different field of study.
Yes, I've heard of that. I don't. Well, does he say it the same way as the other lady?
Of course. There's the Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, and Order of the Quill. The Order of the Sword develops and maintains the Brotherhood's weapons. The Order of the Shield does the same for our power armor and defenses. The Order of the Quill is responsible for recovering and preserving knowledge, ancient and otherwise.
Which order do you serve, Squire Bowditch?
I am Proctor of the Order of the Shield. I oversee the others in my order and make sure our defenses are up to snuff. Do you know how long it took to fortify these ruins? From the husk of the Pentagon, I carved a grand citadel. No easy task, my friend.
I bet not.
But that was yesterday, when all we had to worry about was those damn super mutants. The Enclave, now, that's a different problem altogether.
Yeah, they can just fly up over the walls, right? That's all I needed?
Let me know if you need something else.
Let's see. Any thoughts on the Enclave? Okay.
They're sporting some pretty impressive power armor, I'll give them that. The Advanced Mark II. But that's all right. With a few modifications, our own armor will more than handle anything they throw at it.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
They're relentless, like nothing I've ever seen before. I honestly think they see our brothers in power armor as some kind of canned meal.
Maybe.
Some of the pieces we've had brought back, men and women ripped in half, some pulled through their armor. Just horrible.
That it does sound really disgusting. Oh, can you repair my equipment?
I suppose that I can. The Brotherhood can make use of Wasteland currency to trade.
Only 32. Oh, well, it's just my helmet. I bought helmet. Tesla power helmet. My Blackhawk, and then. Okay, that should be good enough for now. Can you tell me more about the Brotherhood of Steel?
Oh, yes, I can. In fact, I suspect I could write several texts on the various details of the Brotherhood. But I suspect you're in a hurry, so what particulars would you like to know?
I'm not really in a hurry, to be honest. What are the central beliefs of the Brotherhood?
I'm afraid the answer to that is a lot more nuanced than others might suggest.
Really?
Brotherhood members are sworn to acquire and protect technology of the past, but not everyone interprets these oaths in the same way. Elder Lyons sees these duties as part of a larger dedication to protect the innocent. Some, like the outcasts, disagree with these priorities.
Tell me more about the outcasts.
It's a rather sad story, I'm afraid. Last year, some of our soldiers had grave disagreements with the decisions of Elder Lyons. Disagreements spiraled out of control, and there was a schism in the ranks. The loyal soldiers practically threw out the dissenters. Now they call themselves the outcasts.
What sort of disagreements did they have?
Where Elder Lyons has fought to protect the people of the capital Wasteland, the outcasts demanded we move on and leave them to their fates. They insisted there was more important technology to be recovered in a scientific base in the ruins of Fort Independence to the west. As callous as their decision may be, it's more in line with our original mission. Elder Lyons is an inspiration to us, but to them, he's a traitor.
Who were the exiles?
The soldiers rallied behind Paladin Kasdan, who was one of Elder Lyons' original squad. They served together for over 20 years.
Wow.
Kasdan was well respected and every bit as loyal to the Brotherhood as Elder Lyons. He just disagreed with the interpretations of our oaths. But when disagreements turned into fistfights, he left with the outcasts. We lost more allies that day than we ever have to any battle.
Wow. It sounds like it was quite a loss. Is there any way to reconcile them? If so many people agreed with him, that's the right words. Maybe he had a good point. Well, good riddance to them. If you waver in your oaths, you get punished. Yeah, why can't you guys reconcile?
Lyons and Kasdan would have to agree to any sort of reconciliation, and that's pretty unlikely. They're both quite proud and stubborn. Me, I just wish there was a way we could all agree that at least we're still on the same side. There are bigger problems out there after all.
I don't remember Kasdan from the DLC, but that was a long time ago. What are you doing about them?
As much as some of our soldiers would like to see them shot for deserting, there's not much we can do. We're too busy with the super mutants. Meanwhile, they're busy seeking out new technology and trying to get back in contact with the Brotherhood out west. So our paths rarely cross, but it's never pretty when they do. I just hope things cool down before it gets worse.
Yeah, they're a ends totally justify the means kind of group. So enough about the outcasts.
It is a rather discouraging subject, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. What have been the highlights of your time with the Brotherhood?
I like to think that I've still got some big achievements left in me, although some of my joints seem to disagree these days. I'll tell you what the lowlights of my time have been, though. Every time I've been shot at. I'm a scribe, not a soldier.
Again, he's talking like he's ready to, kick the bucket, but he doesn't look like it. I feel like sometimes the models and the ages that they describe themselves in the dialogue don't really match up. But anyway, what's the biggest challenge the Brotherhood has ever faced?
It seems like whichever challenge we're facing is always the biggest one. Survival at first, then expansion, and now cohesion. We've seen plenty of wasteland freaks or would-be dictators. They're not too bad. At least we've faced that sort of thing before. But more recent events, like the schism with the outcasts, those are the problems that worry me.
Enough for now. And I have to go.
Back to work.
Back to work.
Good evening. What do you require of me?
I have questions. Okay, I guess I can't. I can't ask you any sort of questions. I'm gonna save and then activate the terminal because they don't seem to be getting upset. Oh, dummy terminal. It must just be maybe the ones that are
systems look good.
locked. Oh, look,
Hail.
it's you guys, Garza.
What do you need? And I have work to do.
Really, looks like you're just standing around.
Listen, thanks for getting us through that. I'm not stupid. I know we wouldn't have made it without you.
Obviously.
I'm sorry about your dad, and I'm sorry I've acted like an ass.
Take a hike, jerk.
Fine. Screw you.
I don't like him. He was all mean and judgy and horrible. Dr. Lee.
I need to collect my wits and figure out what to do next. Excuse me.
Okay. Again, saving before I click on the terminal. Welcome, brother. AVF problem. Recent experiments with the accelerated vector fusion have not gone according to plan. All scribes assigned to the lab should check with Scribe Rothschild on a daily basis and obtain any modified technical parameters as needed. Warning, leaky hydraulics. It has come to our attention that several scribes have slipped on hydraulic fluid near the eastern end of the robot lift until the offending pipes can be mended completely. Please use caution in that area. Enclave tactical assessment. Weapons plasma base capable of molecular destabilization, aka turning you into goo. Armor, advanced power armor, Mark II. Is that, I'm assuming that's what Mabel is wearing. Transportation vertibirds, tactical assessment. The Enclave forces that have occupied Project Purity are nearly identical to those encountered on the West Coast in the year 2241. Threat potential is severe. Yeah, it's very severe. GNR Battle After Action Report. It is the opinion of Sentinel Lyons that the recent super mutant attack on GNR was not indicative of a larger assault, as was originally thought. Instead, the forces that attacked the radio station were probably en route to the mall to reinforce their own kind in a prolonged battle against the mercenaries of Talon Company. Oh. General Robot Diagnostics updated. Scribe Rothschild has completed a new full diagnostic of the robot. Here are those results. 0% mobility, 0% navigation translation, internal processors 87%, weapon system 60%, power management 3%, and voice module 100%. It is the assessment of Scribe Rothschild that once the power management issues are solved, mobility and navigation translation will jump to at least 50%, well within acceptable operating capacity. And finally, notice Redden funeral canceled. Due to certain unexpected tactical developments, funeral services for Initiate Redden have been canceled. A memorial service will be scheduled sometime in the future. Date TBD. Wasn't Redden the Brotherhood of Steel person who died against the behemoth? Weren't they going to be like a paladin or something like that?
Hail.
Hail.
Scribe Bodic, I'd like to hear your report on those latest armor modifications.
Ah, you're a bit early today, sir. Regardless, I'm happy to report that the development of the Mark II Recon armor unit is proceeding as planned.
Excellent. I'm a bit concerned, though. Last week you mentioned a possible delay in the secondary modifications.
I'm afraid that there may be a delay, sir. So far, I haven't been able to salvage a fellulator unit from the parts that we have on hand.
You will make do, Bowditch. You always do.
Yes, sir. Actually, perhaps I can fashion one out of... if you'll excuse me, sir, I have to jot something down before I forget.
Okay, I want to talk to Lyons again.
Hail to you, daughter of James.
Thanks. Can you tell me about the outcasts?
The outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake, but a mistake I'm proud of nonetheless. When I came here, I realized for the first time that the Brotherhood's technology could truly save the survivors in this wasteland. I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the Brotherhood's interests at risk. Some of my soldiers called me a hero. Others called me a traitor. The dissenters left my command, calling themselves outcasts to mock me. I cannot fault their dedication, even if I find them lacking in compassion.
I thought the protection of humanity was part of the Brotherhood's oaths. How do your remaining soldiers feel about the outcasts? Let's go with the first one.
Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths are to protect humanity's progress, but not necessarily every human. The outcasts and members of the Brotherhood in other places consider it a waste to protect most people. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a P-94 plasma rifle are all but lost.
Wow. How do your remaining soldiers feel about the outcasts?
Even now, a year after they left, the wounds of their departure are still sore. Some of my soldiers are angry about it. They see it as an insult to me. Bless them for their loyalty. They're more angry about it than I ever was. Others understand their decision. Sometimes I hear them wondering if they should have gone with them. I can't blame them, but I stand by my decision, and I respect theirs.
Has your decision been worth it?
Has it been worth the cost in lives and resources to protect people like you from the super mutants? You tell me. I suspect my daughter's squad helped save your life, and most of our recent recruits have come from those we've saved over the years. It's cost us, but we've saved many lives, and made the capital Wasteland a place where people can live. Yes, I'd say that's been worth it.
I feel like I saved your daughter's and her group's lives, to be honest.
Yes. Let's speak of other things.
Okay. I'd like permission to trade.
This is not normally something that we do. Trade with outsiders has proven to be problematic in the past.
Okay.
However, considering the circumstances, so be it. I'll send word to Durga that you have full access to trade.
Durga. So I need to find this Durga person again. Okay, and then what's the deal with the robot that I have yet to find?
Ah, yes. Everyone asks about the robot. Hard not to, I admit. His name is Liberty Prime. Very patriotic. Built by a very proud nation during a very desperate time. We've had about as much success getting him working as they did. You should speak with Scribe Rothschild. He can tell you more.
Why does Liberty Prime sound so familiar? I thought you guys were talking about the medical robot.
Hail.
Hail! All right, let's talk to this scientist fellow who's stuck on the stairs here.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Yeah, so listen, thanks and all. Really great job you did there.
Oh, this robot!
Welcome.
You know what? That is a really big robot. Okay, we will look at that and continue making our way around the Citadel on Wednesday because I'm clearly nowhere near done. But Rothschild is in here somewhere and I need to speak with him or her. And we will do that hopefully on Wednesday. And hopefully on Wednesday we'll finish up the Citadel. I won't promise that because I thought that was going to happen today. But anyways, as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe and I will see you again on Wednesday with another new Fallout 3 video.